Hello to my American Horror Story historians. My name is EJ Marino and we have a review today. I'm going to be talking about the end of part 1 of American Horror Story double feature called Winter Kills. Okay, so I have feelings about this episode. I would not say it's bad. That is not the words I would use for this. It is frustrating. I feel like a parent yelling at their kid. I'm not mad, I'm just a bit disappointed. This was a pretty strong finale in terms of some of the other American Horror Story finales. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of the last episode. This one was okay for the most part, but the problem I had last week kind of seeped into this one. A lot happened here. We were rushing through a lot that we weren't able to tie up some of the loose ends. Like, what the hell was the point of the cop lady coming? I love Dot Marie Jones, but why was she here? She served nothing. Who was Holden? Why did we have to deal with him? There is just so much in this episode that I was just like, wow, maybe if we had 2 more episodes, we would actually be able to flesh these things out. And I know this is going to sound like I'm being a hater, but I liked the season a lot. There was a lot to enjoy, so when I'm not getting completely satisfied at the end, it is a bit frustrating. But this episode does have a lot of positives. I think Alma is, controversial statement, one of the best American Horror Story villains in quite some time. She is actually legit evil, pretty scary, and really good screen presence. This actress has a big presence ahead of her. I am so excited to see this. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get into this episode. But before that, I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in last week. I've had one of my best weeks for American Horror Story reviews, and that is because of you amazing people. So I want to say thank you. Now let's get into this recap before I lose more people who actually love this episode and have to deal with me being okay on it. So the episode begins and we have characters we've never seen before. That's always a great start to a final episode. Yay! So we have these boaters here. They're going out to do some fishing stuff as you do in the Northeast. That's just kind of the life you live there. So they find the body of Police Chief Adina Porter. I never really got her name. I know she's Adina Porter and she's great, but never really got this character's name. So now that her body has been found, we have a higher person coming. We have a state trooper coming and saying, yo, what is going on? Our state trooper is played by Dot Marie Jones, or Dot Jones now, I believe. She is coming to this kind of city council meeting and runs into Holden, played by Denis O'Hare, who is just kind of commanding stuff like, no, I will not do this. No, you can't build a Burger King here. I'm better than that. So yeah, she's just like, yo, your police chief died and y'all are just haha, joking about it. And they're like, yeah, no, we just kind of accept that this is life here, and if you really kind of cause a ruckus, we could lose our entire livelihood. This is very much like the mayors and the kind of city council that we saw in Jaws. I thought that was interesting. I thought these characters were really cool. I just wish we spent more time with Holden. I wish we got more of the state trooper character, because after this, she kind of just poofs away, and I'm like, okay, cool, I get what you're trying to do, but this just felt so rushed. I wanted a bit more time with this character. I wanted more time with this intro, because she says she's going to start an investigation, and it doesn't really go anywhere. Now we have Holden taking his problems to Belle, Austin, and the chemist. They decide that, look, this is not just the pill people's problems, not like me, Belle, Austin, no, not us. It is the gardeners, it is the Hollywood folks. They are the problems here, so they devise a plan to kind of finish this. They're going to settle this up. We're going to do something drastic to get these people going out of this place. So let's cut to this family that we're dealing with. We have Harry, Alma, and Ursula just chilling here. Harry is done with the pill. He's trying to tell these two, yo, we're done. I wrote enough scripts. I have enough stuff. We're going to go move on with that. And I'm like, this is smart. Oh, Harry's starting to get smarter. Fine. Oh no, he's going to die. I knew exactly the moment he started turning good, something bad was going to happen. That seemed to be the theme of the season. Bad people were winning because we have Alma and Ursula basically plotting against him early on, they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to just do this pill plan. We don't really see their plan yet, because the next day, the baby is stolen. Belle comes in and says, our plan is, well, we're going to do a hostage situation. I want you to stop taking the pills. I want to have a confrontation with you, your daughter, and Ursula. I will give you your baby back. Possibly. I will probably kill it and eat it, but yeah, we never get that far. So yeah, we are dealing with a lot early on in this episode. I liked the Holden, I didn't like the Holden stuff. I like that it set up our stuff with Belle and Austin, because that was really when this episode really peaked. That face-off, this little interactions before, was really, really cool. I thought this set up such a good ending of this episode, and then we got to the legit ending, and I didn't like it as much. Belle has stolen the baby. Alma figures out that they're dealing with some people who are a bit stronger and better than her, so they really need to get a plan going. Ursula has a plan. She goes to the pale people in the graveyard. She's walking around the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, trying to get these people together, trying to say, hey, I know you guys are mad at these pill people, but there's specific people you should be mad at. So she hands them these new pills. We don't really get to see the whole finish of that yet, but then we jump to Harry confronting Belle, Austin, and the chemist. He wants his baby back. He wants these people to be done with. He's trying to let them know, like, I am done. Let me leave. Let me get out of this situation. We are done. They do not believe him. They kind of know what the fame addiction, what this will do. I actually kind of believed Harry, though. I do kind of legit think he was done with this. I think he was trying to have a normal life, but it is an American Horror Story like season. You know nothing's ever going to be normal. So this confrontation gets crazy. Austin and Belle, I mean, Mrs. Frances Conroy was acting in the scene. She was giving me that powerful scream that she has. Austin and her were getting into it, and then the pale people attack. This is one of the coolest things. We get some slow-mo fight scenes. We get some good music. I was really, really into this moment. I am glad, like, we got to see Austin and Belle get their come-ups. Like, they are horrible people, and they deserved what happened to them. I was really cool with that. And then, the scene starts settling down a little bit, and I'm like, okay, the chemist I thought was going to steal the baby, but she's back. She's kind of being closer with Ursula. What's going on there? There's like more to this, layers and layers, and I'm like, oh my goodness, they're about to turn on Harry, and bam, Alma bites into Harry, kills her father, and we have the ultimate baddie here. With Harry dead, Doris as a pale person, Holden doing whatever Holden does, the state trooper, guess that she doesn't really matter. All of this is basically wrapped now that Alma has killed her father, so her, Ursula, and the chemist move to Hollywood. We jump 3 months, and we're seeing that the pill business has expanded. We're moving to new territories, doing new things, and I'm like, oh my god, the pill went corporate. Oh my god, like, the chemist and Ursula have really sold their souls. Ursula has a good conversation about it's a bit too late to, like, take back our souls, and they really prove it here by them going to LA and causing more mayhem than ever. I do like what the chemist is doing here. She's kind of, like, using the pills, or at least a new concoction, to get bad cops to be, like, killed, and I'm just like, oh, that is controversial, that is important, that is much better than helping greedy famous people get better. I'm liking what the chemist had to say here. She is going to be an interesting character, because she is doing not great things, but I wouldn't consider her a straight up villain, not like Alma and Ursula, who are living the Hollywood life. Ursula is just kind of selling these pills. She's just handing them out to whoever she can. She knows she's going to cause outrageous mayhem. She wants all these talentless people dead. Same thing with Alma. Alma is living the Hollywood life. She has auditions, she's eating male hookers, and I'm like, yeah, this seems like what Lady Gaga talked about in the Fame album. I get it, Alma. I like ya. I feel ya. And then she kind of goes down an like an even eviler plan, because she has an audition. She slays it. She knows she's confident. And then some boy comes in and starts, like, talking down to her, and he's pretty trashy, but she kills him, and it's just like showing me that she really does not care. She's been evil from the jump, where I thought, like, Harry could have redeemed himself, where I think Chemist is not the worst person in the world. Alma is straight up evil. She wants fame, she wants talentless people gone, and she is just here for the ride. And I'm like, oh, ride it, girl. So we're nearing the end of the episode. I haven't really liked this 3 months later in LA stuff. And then we go to Ursula passing out the pills to like a class. They're dealing with some like kind of washed up guy who wrote a script back in the day, kind of lecture people. I went to film school. I know these kind of people. I get it. Yeah, so she basically takes over his class, says, you know nothing. I have the key to the magic. She hands out this pill and we dead cut to, oh my goodness, straight up zombie apocalypse with the pale people. I thought that was a really interesting thing of like, we all thought sirens and then we thought vampires, and now it feels like a zombie outbreak that we just have pale people running this town, and the chemist says, I'm gone. It seems like she does this often. She does something, kind of ruins the town, and then leaves and jumps. Is that what she did in the flashback we'll see? I don't know, because I'm confused of how these are gonna connect. Are part 1 and part 2 even connected at all? What is happening? That pan up at the end of the episode when we went to the sky, it was giving me alien vibes. I was waiting for the chemist to fly off to the moon or something, and I'm like, wow, I was really predicting crazier things than this was ever going to give me. That is me with Horror Story. I need to just remember, sometimes these are more streamlined, a little bit more simple and basic, and not as outlandish as some of our fan theories could be. Look, I liked the episode. It was strong, it had a lot to offer, it was fun. Overall, part 1 is one of my favorite horror stories in a while. Like, it is really, really good. It's really strong. It would rank up high for me. I just wanted more, and I know that's a very greedy thing to say, but hey, I could be a greedy bottom. I want more of a good show. This was the one season I'm like, y'all really stretched out 1984 way more than you like needed to, but you really didn't give me enough of this. So again, I like this. I had fun. I just wanted more. But what do you guys think? Are you like a fan of part 1 of Double Feature? Were you in love with this finale, or were you like me and just a bit mixed on it? Let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? I want to talk to you guys about it. I need to know. So let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel. We have a whole nother part to go. Let's get into it. Oh boy. All right. Oh, also, can't forget this. Give me a thumbs up. YouTube takes those way too seriously, so try to help me out with a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. All right, everyone. Let's talk about Double Feature Part 1 down below.